Hey, I'm Ross. Welcome to Dekkoo Digest, your weekly series about movies and shows available on Dekkoo, the only streaming service dedicated to gay men. This week, let's talk about Seek, My Name is Love, and Throuple. First, Seek.
So, how long did it take for you two to finally meet?
From when Andrew first messaged me, about 10 months.
I rarely come to the city, so we chatted a lot online.
And how did you bring up in conversation what it was that you wanted to do together?
Well, we're both members of a gear fetish website, so I pretty much knew he'd be into that kind of play. I saw his profile and I liked what I saw, so I messaged.
And Ken, what did you think of Andrew when he first sent that message?
He wasn't really my type, but I really enjoyed chatting with him.
About what?
All about the fetish, what we wanted to do and what we liked.
Yeah, I could tell him about all the things that I wanted him to do in his gear and my fantasy of worshiping him in his football pads, that he could take full advantage of me and do whatever he wanted.
What is it about football that does it for you?
I guess I just need a man who can be in control, who's not afraid to be a little rough and put me in my place.
So then, after 10 months of chatting about your fantasies, you guys finally met?
Yeah, he said he was coming to the city and that he wanted to meet.
And what was the first meeting like?
I stripped down and he ordered me around the house. He was wearing his jock and his football pads, and he talked dirty to me, and I cleaned. And then we took it to the bedroom.
So these are my football pads. I got lots of jerseys.
Now, Andrew, is it just football that you're into, or?
Oh no, I like all kinds. We have wrestling singlets and baseball pants and knee-high sports socks and sweatbands and jocks, lots and lots of jocks, cotton, leather, ones with garters, designer.
So, would you describe yourself as an athletic person?
No.
A homegrown feature film from Canadian first-time director Eric Henry, Seek centers around Evan, a shy young journalist with two dreams: to become a staff writer at a newspaper and to reconnect with the hunky model he can't let go out of his head. Evan's big break comes when the editor of Toronto's leading newspaper hires him to write a feature story about the characters that populate the town's nightlife. Enter Hunter, the city's top gay party promoter, who agrees to give Evan a behind-the-scenes look at the world of lights, music, sexy guys, and talented drag performers. But as Evan moves closer to his dreams, he's unable to see Hunter's true motivation for helping Evan with his story. Featuring an alluring local cast, Seek explores the diversity of desire and the mistake people make when they don't see the beauty standing right in front of them, like me. Next up, My Name is Love.
Var det något eller? Ha? Var det något eller? Nej, nej. Säker? Ja. Eller, vad menar du? Är du sugen på att hitta på något? Vad menar du? Vadå hitta på något? Jag bor typ bara 5 minuter härifrån. Vi kan ju bara snacka. Jag vet inte, jag brukar inte göra sånt där. Skit i det då. Ja, kanske jag gör. Okej. Synd.
Love and Sebastian meet each other by chance during a romantic summer night in Sweden. Though they share the same secret, their encounter is going to cause severe consequences for both of them, as their innocent flirtation soon turns into a dangerous liaison. From award-winning Swedish director David Fardmar, the director behind Are We Lost Forever and No More We, also on Dekkoo, My Name is Love is an unsparing 20-minute short film exploring the dark side of anonymous sex. Originally released in 2008, the film screened at LGBTQ film festivals around the world and earned numerous awards. It also earned controversy over its hard-hitting subject matter. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Finally, Throuple.
I'm probably never gonna see you guys again. So before you go, could I just ask you something?
Of course. Yeah.
Well, how did you get here?
Oh my God, you tell us. We took a train to another train. We got on a bus.
Like, how does that happen? How do you fall in love?
You've never been in love before? Well, I guess you start to fall. So you check in with the other person, and you just keep checking in. Yeah, I mean that's how we did it, because we weren't really ever good at the games or the big romantic gestures, but I think absolute honesty, no matter what, that's what worked for us.
Yeah, I can't even imagine that.
What do you mean?
Saying how I feel is kind of like the scariest thing in the world to me, so...
Well, why don't you give it a try? Yeah. What's the last thing you thought of?
How do I get these two to leave my fucking apartment?
Oh,
Well, maybe that wasn't the
Hey.
best idea.
no, we asked.
But... God, now I feel... very differently.
You want us to stay?
Matt T in a Toyota Camry is downstairs waiting for us.
I think he'd understand.
After winning over audiences at film festivals all over the country, the colorful and new, sexy rock and roll love story Throuple is now available for Dekkoo subscribers. The film follows Michael, a lonely gay singer-songwriter played by Michael Dauscher, who also wrote the film's screenplay. Hopeless when it comes to dating and expressing himself, he has lost his way, and his voice. His social circle, consisting of his best friend Tristan, who leads a local rock band, and Abby, a successful DJ, are growing weary of his emotional needs. And one night, as Michael mans Tristan's merch table, he catches the attention of Georgie and Connor, a married couple looking for something, or someone, to do. A nonchalant hookup turns into a night of vulnerability that none of them expected. With encouragement from Tristan and Abby, Michael pursues Georgie and Connor. The couple challenges him to open up about his feelings, and even write some new songs along the way. For his part, Michael ignites a spark in their marriage, one they feared may be long gone. Michael's world is soon thrown into chaos, however, when Georgie, Connor, Tristan, and Abby all make life-altering decisions that leave him feeling abandoned. Ultimately, he must decide whether to finally express his feelings and go after what he wants, or watch them all slip away. Directed by Grayson Horst, Throuple highlights queer folks' abilities to think outside the box and find new and exciting ways to live, love, express themselves, and feel fulfilled. Dekkoo adds at least 3 gay movies every week on top of its extensive catalog of queer classics, short films, and gay cinema from around the globe. Like and subscribe to our channel and join us next week for another new edition of Dekkoo Digest.